coming to you live on your chin. Oh, kid. Oh. This is the Goin Deep Show.
I'm gonna have an orgasm.
It's Corona time. It's Corona time.
Go deep, go deep, go deep, go deep.
Fighting for the powers of evil because good is dumb. Hi, everybody. Good. Whatever the goddamn day it is for you. I'm the kid. This is Goin Deep Show. Joining me, as always, Mr. Man, the fucking studliest motherfucker on the planet, Mr. Goddamn Kleen.
No, I don't know about that, but thank you very much.
Kleen, I think you're
everyone.
studly. Let's be studly. Come on now. Don't ever downplay your studliness. Your woman probably thinks you're stud. She loves you.
Yeah, she does, but, you know, she's biased, so.
She loves you long time. Do you remember the time when you couldn't bang her?
Yeah.
Your anticipation must have been extraordinary.
Oh, for both of us. She complained about it daily. It was hilarious.
Now, the only thing I could compare that to is the first time Endo and I banged, she had like some type of medical thing that she was going through as well, but I didn't have to deal with that for as long as you did. It was mainly, I kind of caught the tail end of that, where it was like, okay, I'm ready for this shit. And then it was Squirtsville. Yes, it was squirty time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. This is way too much info for you people out there, isn't it?
Little TMI is always good. Right?
We had this, I went to a lunch thing with Endo yesterday, and one of her little buddies there, she was very, a little hypersensitive to certain things.
Oh.
But they were legitimate hypersensitivities. These weren't sensitivities that are not to your every common everyday man. These were like, I was hanging out with a friend of mine and her boyfriend was dropping the N-bomb like it was going out of style and I just couldn't handle it. And I was like, okay, that's a legit thing.
Yeah.
If you're in your everyday life, if you're dropping the N-bomb.
Yeah, constantly. That's just ridiculous.
Constantly. That says something about you. Now, and again, we will tend to say, are you warm enough? Can I turn that off, Kleen? Do you get your balls?
I'm totally fine.
Are your balls warm enough?
My balls are plenty warm. I'm part Eskimo. I do pretty well in the cold.
Production value here. We try to keep everything down in the air to make it sound good. But here, okay, back to what I was saying. We here use language in a way to, I would say, desensitize the language. We will overdo it. We will say things over and over and over and over. It's just like, okay, God damn it, shut the fuck up about this already. You said this. You know, we will say controversial things, but we never say them in hatred.
Right. Exactly.
You will notice one thing. We will never say things in hatred towards anyone, and we will equally spread it across the boards of non-hating, but also still using words that are a little on the edge, if you will.
Right, exactly.
So this woman was sitting across from us talking about how she doesn't want to hear it. He used a word that was derogatory towards Chinese people. He used the word that was derogatory towards Mexican people. And I'm like, dude, we say chink and spick and fucking wetback and fucking honky cracker asshole and all this fucking
Well, we
shit.
pick on everybody equally. We spread the wealth.
I always say this, but the big word these days, man, you can't say retard. You can't say retarded. And I need to ask you this, Kleen, and this is the serious part of the program. We're going to dive into some fucking hilarious bullshit and some really, we got some really sexy shit coming up here, Kleen. I found a ton of stuff. I need to ask you this, though.
Yes.
When it comes to using all these words and all of these things, the hypersensitivity of it, do you find that just exhausting as all get out?
Yeah, I really do. I hate politically correctness.
There is way more stuff to get worked up about, I think, than the using words and let people use words. And I guess what it boils right down to is how much freedom of speech do you have? Because you have to allow the redneck hillbilly idiots to exist and use their words that they want to use. And you also have to let every other race use the words that they want to use. I think going after the millions of words and their combination of letters is the worst way to fucking approach this. So, again, this was an interesting conversation at lunch, but this is our lunch combo.
Right.
She's sitting across from me telling me, she doesn't want to hear language. I'm wearing my Goin Deep Show gear, and I'm like, I'm about free speech. That is the one thing. We came up with the show, like the bedrock of what the show is,
kind of
I think,
mantra.
Just this week. But if you boil it right straight down to it, it's just like freedom of speech. Some people can't handle it, some people can, but to me, I don't care. I can sit here and make fart noises all day long.
Right.
You can decide to listen to it. I can sit here and burp into the fucking mic a million times. You can decide to listen to it. No one is holding your face to this fucking YouTube channel. No one's holding your ear to this fucking shit. You can decide to listen to it. That's the bottom line.
And the great thing is we actually enjoy, and it gives us content when our listeners give it back to us. And
give it to us, motherfuckers. Come on, Slut Chomper, where the fuck are you? Slut Chomper has not been in the last couple of days. I'm very upset by Slut Chomper and her absence, or his absence, or this tranny's absence, or this lesbian's absence, or this fucking LGBTQ LGBT's absence, or this bisexual's absence, or this gender fluid person's absence, or whatever this thing is.
Gender fluid, huh?
Gender fluidity, Kleen.
Gender fluidity.
This is what
That's a new word. I haven't heard that.
I'm going to do, eventually at one point, I'm going to go gender fluidity. You know why? Because at some point, this whole the future is female thing is going to come to fruition. And guess what? They've established the fact that gender fluidity is a thing now. So I get to be a chick later on when all the females take over. I'm going to be a female and I will be the future. I'm going to be a gender fluid female. And guess what? Nobody can fucking say a thing about it. So you've seen this video of this idiot at the damn grocery store, right?
Yes, I did.
And the guy walks in like, you will call. He's like talking like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Mm-hmm. Looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Big motherfucker, right?
Yeah, he was.
Somebody's videoing this idiot. He's like, you called me a he. I'm like, well, dude, if you take a look at you, you kind of look like you're in a Halloween costume right now. You're dressed up like fucking Iggy Pop's hair, but you got high heels on, and you're talking like a chick. You're carrying a purse. What am I supposed to think? Let's be real. Yeah. There's not a word that describes that.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a penis?
How's your dong doing, sir?
Do you have it tucked to the right or the left right now? And I see moose knuckles, and those aren't vagina. Those aren't vagina flaps.
Which potty are you going to go in?
Do you pee standing up? Therefore, you are a he.
Are you going into the potty with the vagina,
or a very talented female,
or the potty with the pee-pee? Are you going to pee-pee potty? See, the thing. Last time you went anywhere and thought to yourself, you're at the grocery store going down the aisle. I wonder what sexual preference those guys are. Why do these assholes who have these troubles have to make it so everybody gives two flying fucks about their problems? Don't tell me your. I don't even know this motherfucker's problems. He's sitting right here in this room with me.
You know, the whole thing is if they didn't make it such a problem themselves, it probably wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, these guys are fucking retards, man.
Like, okay, you pee standing up, right? You got a dick.
I wonder if the retards get pissed. I wonder if somebody's so smart. One of these retards has the wherewithal that they know that these guys are being idiots and they can call them retards. Why are you acting like a retard?
Well, is that the kind of the rule that, you know, like in everything, like if you are part of them, no matter what it is, if it's race, sex, or gender identity, however you want to, you can talk shit to your other fellow gender identities or race or this or that.
Well, see, I think that's wrong completely.
Yeah, I do too. But
it's like the N-bombs dropping N-bombs.
I think yeah, but they do it all the time, and it's cool.
It's fine with them. They're fun. And I'm like, no, I don't give a shit, dude. I live in this world too. I can use whatever fucking words I decide to use. Okay.
Well, the whole thing is
just like
it's probably because we're open minded and we don't get offended by things. And a word is just a word. And yeah, can it be offensive? Yeah, only if you let it be.
You're wrong. I do get offended by things, and you know what they are.
Yeah.
There's two things I get offended by:
women's rights,
no,
and political correctness.
No, I want women to have all the rights they want.
Ads on YouTube.
I want women to be as equal to men, simply for them to shut the living fuck up about it already. Okay, you've heard this a million times.
Oh yeah.
Be equal.
Yeah.
Just stop fucking reminding me about it. Okay. Because you know damn well, as soon as they become equals, it's gonna be like, look what we did. It's already the look what we did thing. Look, we were the first to do this, and we're like, no, we've done that. We're the first to do this. Okay, you mean the hundreds of years of that thing that you were saying right now? Who was that motherfucker? There have been a million first persons to do the first things. Do you give two flying fucks about them?
Right. You're all last. Rosa Parks did it first.
So yeah. So I am offended by two things. Okay, right now, animal cruelty. That is a thing. That is a real thing. That is, kid, you're being a big weenie, pussy wiener.
No,
I think everybody can agree that getting behind animals not being fucking killed by the chinks in China, 5,000 at a time, can be a good thing. The other thing I'm offended by is Celine Dion music.
Yeah, I remember you saying
certain music that will offend me. I'm gonna give out some names right now, and this is gonna piss some people off. And I hope to get some people in the goddamn chat fucking saying some shit about this, because here's the thing. There's a couple bands I can't stand. Okay. The first is Nickelback. I can't stand Nickelback, and then there's close twin retarded sibling. Theory of a Dead Man. Theory of a Dead Man and Nickelback essentially are the same porked retarded band.
Mentally retarded.
These bands got together and said, let's try to fool a bunch of fucking retards into thinking this is real music. Okay? Theory of a Dead Man, Nickelback, and there's one band that I'm so fringy about because I hate them because I hated them straight from the beginning because they're just whiny little boys.
I don't know the boys, but I'm gonna guess because everybody gives them shit. 5 Finger Death Punch.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind that because they're so over the top. They're almost like a gag band. You know what I mean? They're almost, if you could take 5 Finger Death Punch and put Jack Black as lead singer, that to me is 5 Finger Death Punch. Like that would work because they're so over the top.
I would buy tickets to go see Jack Black.
Now, the one that I can't stand that everybody loves and shit is Linkin fucking Park. Okay, Linkin Park to me is like a bunch of whiny crybabies. My mom yelled at me. I have to go into my room because I'm grounded for the evening. I don't get to use my Nintendo. It's like, what the fuck? Their whole mentality, their whole song, every song is them just, and then some guy like chiming in with, yo, it's like some guy cry singing to mommy. And then some rapper like coming, like being there. All right, Tag, you're in. Time for the rap part of the movie. They're just a lame Rage Against the Machine. That's all they are. We love Rage Against the Machine, so we got Rage Against something. But dude, there's no rage. Everything's just a watered down, lame version of the. Anyway, I didn't want to get into music. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. It's fun. That's why we do it.
We're freestyling today, my man. I have a ton of shit to bring up to you, Kleen. Now, we were just talking recently, just a few seconds ago, actually, about all these people and their preferences and what they want. I'm bringing up something clean on the screen. You're going to love the headline. Oh, yeah. You're going to love this because this just opens up a whole world. This opens up a whole world. Everything you could ever have wanted to see and hear. Okay, what it is. The headline reads, this goddamn thing comes up. Man jailed after having sex with what animal, Kleen?
Cow.
What animal do you think?
I'm going to say a cow.
Kleen, no. Kleen,
pig.
you've had sex with cows before.
No.
Yes, you have.
No.
You have had sex with cows.
No.
This motherfucker was banging chickens, dude. He was banging chickens.
What came first, the chicken or the guy?
A man has been jailed for 3 years for having sex with his own pet chickens.
Wow.
While his wife filmed him. Oh, that's the worst.
Is
Again, this goes
that his
right.
concubine?
This goes right.
He's got his own concubine.
He does.
Chickens?
He's got a whole fucking chicken, man. Can you imagine the sound this chicken's
Instead
making
of a
while he's
harem,
banging
got
this
a
thing?
Henrium.
They describe care worker Rihan Bayaga
That explains it.
was described as depraved, despicable, and perverted for the animal abuse that would make any right-thinking member of society sick to the stomach. So yes, this guy, again, this goes back to our animal cruelty thing. Okay, so this is insane, man. For having intercourse with chickens, I mean, god damn it! And then the images of himself and his wife engaging in sex acts with a dog.
Why?
And making indecent images of children. So this is a sick fuck now.
Yeah, he is.
This is a sick motherfucker. Now, how does this come out? That's the biggest thing to me. Here, this is the picture of the motherfucker. He's a brown boy. He's a little brown guy, but you can tell he's got a little la 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 la. Am I right, Kleen? Is that his?
Oh yeah, hands down.
He should have one of them things over his head. Those towely things.
He just does not look right when you look at him. Like
he's got some deep troubling eyeballs here. This guy obviously grew up on a chicken farm and was attracted to the chickens. He reminds me of that guy from the Muppets. It's Gonzo,
yeah,
right? This guy is Gonzo.
Yep.
right here. Gonzo loved the chickens. You know that?
He did.
If you look up
But
Gonzo,
did he really love
Gonzo, you've seen that nose on that Gonzo. He was sticking it in everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nose fucking.
Nose Gonzo. God damn it, Gonzo. Why do you got to do this? But anyway, look this guy up, everybody. This is a legit story. This is from Newsweek. Okay, we got to give credit where it's due here. The chicken fucker reminds me of the donut fucker. The donut fucker. Are we gonna bring donut fucker back in here?
We gotta get him in here. So
everybody, remind everybody who the donut fucker is. We have
the donut fucker originally was a 15-year-old kid that I trained.
What? Underage?
That I trained from to become a powerlifter from the age of 15 to 16, and the kid got huge, and then he got older and blew his back out.
Whoa, he blew clean? You're talking about blowing in 15-year-olds. Let's not do that.
Well, no, he was like,
it's against rule book.
He was in his late 20s when he messed his back up.
I got a question for you now.
Okay.
You recall his ambitions. Remember his ambitions in life. What did he want to do?
He wanted to be a wrestler.
He wanted to be a professional wrestler. He wanted to be the real deal. He wanted to be like the next Hogan. He wanted to be a Hogany. He wanted to be Macho Manny. My favorite wrestler of all time, regardless, hands down, my favorite wrestler of all time. Do you know who it is, Cleen? Think about it. Think about what I do here in this studio and what I do and how I act, and think about which professional WWF wrestler would be my favorite.
I'm going to say, oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Nope.
I'm wrong?
You are wrong.
Really?
Yeah. You're so wrong. Think about it. Who was the be-all, end-all, most obnoxious, amazing fucking wrestler of all time, who I'm surprised I don't have a soundboard of?
Ric Flair?
No. Well, he's close second, I'd say.
He was pretty obnoxious.
But this guy took the fucking cake, dude.
Wow, I'm trying to think who it was.
You better think, goddammit. You got 10 seconds left of thinking.
Hold on, let me think.
Are you starting? Are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking.
Well, let's start. Let's think. I want to think. Let me get the music out for thinkings, Cleen. You know we have music for thinking.
It wasn't
Who is the kid's favorite wrestler?
It wasn't Ted DiBiase, the $50 million man. $5 million. I don't know. I'm going to guess. The only other guess I would guess would be Ted DiBiase, that was a $50 million man or whatever his name was, or $1 million man or whatever.
$1 million. That guy was $1 million man, dude.
I honestly don't know. That's all. That would be my three
everybody,
guesses.
if you're sitting here waiting for me to give you the answer, I will give it to you right now. You know what that answer is? Rowdy Piper.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Think about it, McFly.
Yeah.
Come on now. I got to have time to recopy it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Think about the Roddy Piper. He had his own Piper's Pit, the show.
Yep.
I was like, that is fucking awesome. He's great. Roddy was the man, man.
Yeah.
Roddy was the man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you know who she is. Ronda Rousey, the ex-UFC champion.
Is she an ex now? She only did... Yeah, but is she on WWE all the time now?
She retired and she went on WWE, and she's kind of like almost retired from that, but she became good friends with Piper and asked permission to use his name, Rowdy. So she was Ronda Rowdy, you know?
Yeah, I remember seeing the... her wearing the shirt and shit like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What do you think about her? She's attractive to you? Do you think she'd rough you up?
Yeah, she's got that hot trailer park girl look, and she pretty much was growing up. She had a rough upbringing and stuff, and she was one hell of a fighter back in the day, though. But then people caught up to her skill levels, and they figured out what her game plan was, and they ended up
beating the fuck up.
Yeah, outstriking her, which wasn't that hard because her boxing coach kind of sucked.
I have a ton of stories here, but every once in a while I dive into like the cultural, what's going on here now. A couple shows ago I was describing how fucking pissed off and sick I am hearing this goddamn Fleetwood Mac song that everybody's fucking playing. Right now I got this you know, that what's that website where everybody's putting up their pictures? It's the sex worker website.
Oh shit! I don't know.
I don't know. Your fucking shit. It's like the new thing that everybody's doing. Bella Thorne's fucking page that she put up on this website. Let me pull up.
So
here.
there's sex workers that are.
Well, they had sex workers had to kind of resort to going onto the internet because any any face-to-face interactions with their normal clients was kind of frowned upon. So this is a big story that has been coming out over the past 3 or 4 months, how these guys are surviving because of the COVID shit. So, but what the bigger story here is how these celebrities are fucking up these social networks where all these people are going. Now, I let's be real. Celebrities fuck everything up. Okay, they do.
They really do.
You know why? Because they're pretty. They're pretty people. They like to look good.
They think their opinions matter.
They think exactly. They think they fucking matter. Why do we hold these motherfuckers as some type of like gauge on the way we should live life? Let's be serious now. Why should we take advice from people who make decisions like, I'm gonna put my dick pics up on the internet? That's not exactly the way that life kind of works and shit, you know. It's OnlyFans. That's the name of the damn site. I know Zeldor was. You know about the OnlyFans.
I thought you were waiting. I wasn't going to interrupt you.
No, you're good, man. Yeah. It's OnlyFans. All these celebs now are flocking to this OnlyFans to sell their shit, and this is where the sex workers now are kind of there. But I don't know. We should probably have an OnlyFans for the fucking Goin Deep Show, I think, you know.
Maybe we should start selling our panties.
I will. I'll put my dirty underpants up there, guys. I can leave some extra butt stains, some extra poop stains in there for you. You guys will love that.
The sad part is we probably could sell them because there's a lot of freaks out there.
Oh, Kleen, this reminds me, pre this episode of the program, we were talking about how you tried to sell your farts.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, this is a throwback reminder. Kleen tried to sell his farts one day. Almost succeeded.
Yeah, this guy named T.O.A.D, who goes by Hooper Quint.
Todd, that's a fucking terrible name, isn't it? Such a fucking
we had him on the
bad
show.
name.
Remember, we had him on the show one time. They called in, I think. He went by Hooper Quint. They had a podcast for a short period of time, and he was my...
I do remember this.
He was my F&I or finance manager.
What happened to their show? Why did they?
I don't know.
They obviously had the longevity that we do.
They went at it for quite a while as far as their show.
Okay. So are these online still? Can I go back and listen to these things?
I can't remember the name of the show. I really can't. I'd have to text. I still got him as a contact. I could message him and find out.
Say, dude, are you still doing your show?
Yeah, I would have to.
And you're going to get one of two reactions. You're going to get the, of course I am, or you're going to get the, no way, that we stopped that years ago.
Yeah, I think it's the second one. I'm 99.9% positive.
You know what happened? I can predict this already. Okay, I got a girlfriend. I couldn't justify the fact that I was sitting in a room being retarded. What was the show about? Was it like this?
It was pretty much. It was
pretty much like this.
Yeah.
It was them having the agenda of free speech and then going, I can't say that. No, I can't say that.
Yeah, it was.
My girlfriend wouldn't like it. Like whatever happened to fucking Martin and Steele?
Martin's wife had issues or had health issues.
Oh no shit!
Had health issues.
Oh, health issues
or something like that. But it was issues
mentally retarded issues.
It was I think it was issues with the show, and Steele was thinking about going alone for a little bit, but then
Steele should. He was fucking hilarious.
He was hilarious. Yeah, he's awesome.
Steele was great. I hope he's out doing something related to this bullshit because he was fucking solid as rock to listen to them.
He's not, unfortunately, from the sounds of it. But yeah, he was one hell of a football player back in high school too.
Yeah, those guys were fucking hilarious. They came out of the gates pretty hard, so it sucks that some bitch fucking squashed that shit. Because you know what?
Yeah, they had some good connections and shit too.
Yep,
so.
They were great. They could have been champions.
Yeah, they could have.
They could have won it all, everybody.
They were
They were ahead of I think they were ahead of the time. We had them on the show originally, and I was like, these guys are fucking hilarious. They're great.
They were, and they were networking properly. They were. Really, they were really working it.
Yep. Just think, Kleen. If you and Paralyzer would have been as entertaining as them and had the energy and wherewithal. And if we could have done it right from the get go. We could have had chicks blowing us every 5 minutes.
I know.
Could have a chick down here fluffing me right now.
I just didn't know. I didn't have the knowledge, but I had the energy back then. Paralyzer just kind of petered out.
When did you have knowledge, Kleen? We don't want you.
That's what I said. I didn't have.
We don't have you in here for your knowledge. Let's be real.
That's for my shiny head.
We don't care about your knowledginess or any of that shit.
I sound intelligent occasionally.
I like
occasionally I have moments
when
of
Kleen
intelligence.
When Kleen brings hot, big-titted bitches to the fucking show. That's what you're here for. These floppy jalopies. That's all
you know it.
We know. We love you. I did find an absolute ass ton of stuff that we are going to talk about coming up in the next show. Now we are down to our last probably 5 minutes here of the program. Kleen, this is about the time where we do the Paralyzer Hottie of the Week. Paralyzer's Hottie of the Week.
I'm gonna use the one from earlier I was showing you because she.
That chick, no, dude, that's no. She's like the girl next door. You can see that chick in the fucking grocery store at Kroger, dude.
Okay, hold on.
She's okay. She's cute, but she's no. I got one, dude.
Okay, you go ahead.
I got one here. Where the fuck is she?
That's your turn anyhow, isn't it? We got to go back and forth.
Yeah.
We talked about this the other day.
We're gonna bring up Marla Stocker, everybody.
Marla Stocker, Hottie of the week.
I have Kleen, yeah, exactly. See, I have these things set up, everybody. Marla Stocker. She's a fucking tattooed
nice
hottie here. She's got back tats. She's got front tats. She's got titty tats. She's fucking this little brunette. She throws on these lippies thing. Let me go to the media section. I'm on her Twitter page, everybody. If you go to @It's Marla Stocker is her handle. She's one of these suicide girls, you know. You remember these suicide
vintage,
girls.
What do they call it? Pinup girls?
Vintage. I like how they're vintage now because they've been around for so long. So this is the. Let me go to the.
I think they kind of pride themselves on kind of like the Betty Page kind of thing going on. You know what I mean? The pinup girls.
So our hottie of the week is Marla Stocker. @It's Marla Stocker. That's STOKER. Tattoos on her, fucking butts and shit hanging out. I'm on her Twitter
nice
feed.
Nice arse.
Great butt. Little booty to tootie. Yeah, exactly, man. She has vague similarities to the endo butt. Maybe this is why I like these little tiny ones now.
She kind of reminds me of Bonnie Rotten a little bit.
Yep, little Bonnie Rotten. Everybody go check out Marla Stocker. She's good shite. So, Kleen, what do you think there? Is that a decent hottie?
She's selling the feet.
Is that a good one or no?
Oh, that's yummy, yeah.
She's got a strap on here in this
ready
one.
For some
she's ready
boys.
for the peg time. She's Peggy Bundy. Yeah, so she's got the... she's deep-throating bananas. She's doing the whole goddamn thing. Gotta love that shit.
Nice pierced nipples.
This is one reason I love Twitter still, okay? Because Twitter does not take away the porn.
Right.
The second that Twitter
They'll
becomes
take away
these
your First
assholes,
Amendment, but they won't take away the porn.
Yeah, I don't understand that whatsoever. It's like you can't offend people and make them uncomfortable by using or saying things. But you want to show some fucking vagina, you go right ahead. We don't give two flying fucks about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
that's weird, dude.
It is true.
It's like good. So I'm glad their priorities are set. They're very much set in kind of a wrong direction because if you think about it, people are more inclined to be offended by visual things that they have to feel feelings. You remember, you used to feel feelings when you saw stuff Kleen?
Yeah, no.
Now you have to feel feelings when you read things. When you read something and you're like, oh my God, that made me have the squirmies inside.
There's pretty much only a few times in my life I have feelings now. I just pretty much shut everything else out.
That makes me have the squirmies.
That makes me want a squirty right there. The one when she's playing with them.
That's the world we live in, Kleen. Where you got to know about everybody's sensitivities.
Well, fuck that.
I agree. Could not agree more. These little fucking pussies. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, Kleen. So that's our hottie of the week. What's the fuck her name again? Marla. That's a terrible name, though.
Marla. Yeah, I fucked a chick named Marla once.
Marla. Marla. Oh, yeah? What was she like?
She had great tits. I used to call her Nerf tits.
Nerf? Why Nerf?
Because they were fucking firm as fuck. They were probably a big C, and they were like, they like stuck out like pow.
They stuck out like pow.
So like a Nerf football.
Kleen, that's not exactly your style.
If you were to cut a Nerf football in half and stick it on her chest, that's what they were kind of like.
That's not your style though, there, man. Kleen, you're into the floppy jalopies. I always thought.
Well, I like the titty fuck, so you gotta have a little movement in those.
Oh yeah.
Go deep.
The bigger the better, in my opinion.
You can move them around a little bit.
Right, exactly. You can bury your face between them,
Get a little action in there.
Do a little brunski, give them the motorboat.
We do have a ton to get to here coming up in the next episode. I'm going to bring up articles that deal with, let's see here, fatties, fat porn stars. We're going to talk about Tokyo a little bit. Amber Rose, she's on my list.
Oh, Amber Rose is...
And guys, the big story of the week here. Some dude masturbating on his Zoom call during
I heard about that.
Yep, and we have a clip from OJ talking about it.
OJ's talking
Simpson? About the masturbation. Yep. So,
really?
All right, Mr. Kleen, for the final word here. Let's fucking do it.
As usual, clean it if it's dirty.
Hey, the kid, this is Goin Deep Show. We appreciate you guys.
Dirty.
We're glad you're here to talk to us. If you'd like to reach out to us, give us a call, 989-3310-KID, or studio at Goin Deep Show. Make sure to hit the GDS.com. We've done some improvements there, and we're going to be adding some new bios and all sorts of nonsense to that website, including, coming extremely soon, which I've been made a priority, store merch. It's happening. You're not going to believe it, but it's real. Right here, motherfuckers. For the rest of the crew and the kid, this is Goin Deep Show. Till the next one.